Hey, what's going on today? I'm on my way to Platte City, Missouri to pick up Victoria. We're going to go to Lake Nebraska, just outside of Omaha. A woman through the Donate Lifeboat Facebook page reached out to me a couple of weeks ago. She had lost her father. He was a sailor, and he has a sailboat. She wants to donate it to me. She wants to gift me this sailboat. I've seen the pictures, and it looks like it's in really good shape. It's a 1996, I believe, Catalina 250. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm trying not to freak out. You know, I don't want to put too much excitement into something without being there and seeing it, kind of going through it, and making the decision to haul it home. But I think I may be about to have a fleet of sailboats. 3 is a fleet, right? Pretty excited about this. It's going to be a good long day. 3.5 hours up, 3.5 hours back. Inspection and hookup time. It's going to be 9 hours. It's going to be a long day. So it's going to be beautiful today. So I'm glad to be out of the house doing something, and I haven't been to Nebraska in a long time. So going up I-35 to 29 to Platte City and on up into Omaha. So stand by. Victoria's with me. Say hello.
Hi, everybody.
We're headed to Nebraska. Yeah, are you going to get a tea? No. You just go up there and tell that guy what you want. We're at McDonald's, Rockport, Missouri, where my mother grew up and my grandparents lived. We may actually run over and take a look at Rockport. It's a couple miles down the road. I think I've been up here in probably 35 years. There's the Trails Inn right over there. And the trail boss is still standing. Pretty neat. We're in Iowa for just a hot second till we get to, where are we going? Nebraska? Omaha. I've never been through Iowa. Well, we've got a boat. She's not perfect, and unfortunately, she's missing sails. But she's a Cat 25, and it shouldn't be too hard to find a set of used ones for this boat. She's gonna need work. I ain't gonna lie. She's gonna take a summer of going through, cleaning up, doing a bottom job, updating some electricals. There's no battery on it.
We managed to limp this trailer down the road to Walmart, which is absolutely no help. After calling a few places, we are told to go to Firestone. Firestone instructs us to go to Tractor Supply, where we purchase 4 new tires on rims, and Firestone puts them on.
Monkey wrench, insert here. So we've blown a tire, and upon inspection, all 4 tires are shit. So we dragged the boat around with a completely failed shredded tire. Went to Tractor Supply, where Louise supplied me with 4 tires for the cost of 3 and his employee discount. Thank you, Louise. And these fine gentlemen said they would put them on.
Wait on a minute, that one up to shit now. 2,000?
Whoo, look at that.
These tires are 26 years old.
That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made it with
Nope.
these tires.
She is a beautiful boat.
You leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit these bearing buddies. I'm gonna hit them with your grease gun.
I appreciate it. Well, I'm in Platte City. I just dropped off Victoria. It's been a long day. I didn't shoot nearly as much video today as I wanted to, and it's just because it was so brutally stressful trying to figure out this tire situation. We ended up going to Walmart, received no help. Sam's Club, received no help. We called Discount Tire, and Discount Tire said, you need to go to Firestone. Firestone said, we need to drop the boat, go to Tractor Supply, which we did, and we bought 4 brand new tires on rims, and then went back to where the boat was at Firestone, and they mounted these things. Interacted with some phenomenal people today that bent over backwards to help me, and I don't know if they could sense my desperation or my please rescue me energy, but Louise at Tractor Supply in Omaha, Nebraska, dude, you're a saint. The dude marked down the tires as absolutely far as he possibly could, and then he gave me his employee discount on top of it. It saved me hundreds of dollars. And then the guys at Firestone mounted these tires for me for $38. Yeah, I mean, it almost makes me want to cry. There's really good people in the world, and I tell you, if you help someone in need, it doesn't go unnoticed. So I need to get this thing home. I got about another hour drive. I'm tired. The boat is huge. I love it. It's going to need a lot of work, but it was free. Nothing's ever free. We are $700 into tires, rims, and fuel so far. So the bill, I'm sure, will continue.
All right. Let's go look at the new boat. There she is. She's a big girl. She's such a big girl. Man, she's a pretty boat, isn't she? Susan already said, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, we should keep her. I love hearing that. And so I've got to say it. And then there were 3. This classifies as a fleet. This is 25 feet, so it is truly a yacht. I have a yacht fleet. I got a fleet of boats. Her name's CK3. She came from Valley, Nebraska. A gentleman passed away. It's named after his wife. She passed before him, and it was his love to be on this boat, just talking to his wife who had passed. And it was his favorite thing to do, was spend time on this boat. His daughter found me on Facebook, the Donate Lifeboat page, which is dedicated to transplant and really recapturing my life after heart transplant. Sailing kind of saved me. It kind of brought me back. Something I'm incredibly passionate about and love deeply. It's kind of the new me after transplant. So I share this with everybody to kind of encourage and inspire that, life isn't over after transplant. Things will get better. And, at 53 years old, I discovered and fell in love with sailing. It's fantastic. Let's take a good look at this boat. And it's sunny. So I love that you can just drop the ladder and you can climb aboard right here from the ground. That's fantastic. The cockpit is huge. It's got a big lazarette here and here. Cubbies for storage on both sides. Fold down cup holders on both sides. Gas can goes here for your outboard motor. And there's a transom for that. All the cables, the standing rigging, really look great. This boat's never been on salt water. Disappointed in the undersized winches. This is kind of a joke. These are Lumar number 9s. No, I guess that's a 6. It's upside down. A Lumar 6. Aluminum tracks for your jib. Well, I guess it'll be your Genoa because it's got a furler on it. How awesome is that? I have a furler. Mast is in really nice shape. The steaming light needs to be reattached. I'll probably replace it. I don't know why it's loose. Man, look at the size of these spreaders. They're huge. They're swept back spreaders. They're just massive. I mean, the mast is not, I'd say it's comparable to my boat. It might be the same size. It might even be shorter than my boat. Than the Laguna. I say my boat. This is also my boat. The tabernacle is the same as mine. You see that light's loose for some reason. So it's an easy fix. Love the textured deck. That's fantastic. She's got a locker for the anchor. And there's an anchor in there with a whole bunch of rotten rope. That'll be an upgrade. But look at these rope leads. That's fantastic. I mean, the equipment on this boat is really, really nice. The lifelines are in good shape. I don't love that the standing rigging has the plastic on it. That will likely come off. I don't like how that traps moisture. And stainless steel, it protects itself by having oxygen. When you put your chain plates and stuff into the deck, where they rot is where the oxygen can't get to it. So I've not opened the hatch here from the interior, but there's a hatch there with a screen on it. I thought this thing was a pop top. Now I'm not so sure. It must be, so this slides open your companionway, which is huge. And then this is hinged, so it may pop up to let more air in. Those winches are kind of a joke, aren't they? It's strange that this boat doesn't have a traveler system. It's a split backstay. Let's go inside for a brief moment. And then I got to get out of here, get my day started. Okay. Bear with me a moment while I navigate going through lines and things. Okay, I'm just going to sit on the top step here and give you a little look. She's big. She's roomy. I don't know why this would have hinges. We're going to have to figure that out. Nice little kitchenette. Who knows if any of this stuff works. Somebody's helped themselves to some electronics. I imagine this was probably going to a radio or something. I mean, there's a little charge controller there. So, the electronics are going to have to be redone. I'm sure this stuff is good. It's just a matter of getting power to it. There's no battery on the boat. Let me move a few things out of the way here. There's a boat hook and a cooler. Not sure what this is. It's an aluminum pole with a cam cleat on it. Some kind of foot that's angled. That looks like it's specially made. No idea what that's for. The battens are in the boat, but unfortunately the sails were not. I'm told that some family members may have misplaced some sails. I imagine they're original to the boat, and they were probably, blown out anyway. This is a boat cover. That'll need to come out and probably get cleaned. This is the rudder, which is wood, and it looks like it's homemade. I don't know. That's going to have to be dealt with and figured out. I wonder if this table folds up. Have to kind of figure that out. It'd be nice to get that out of the way. If I'm going to eat on the boat, it's usually up top unless it's raining or something. It's got speakers, one there and one down here. So this is another a berth, I guess you could call it. If you wanted to sleep under here, I don't know. I don't think I would. I think all that padding will come out. If you look at the boat on the interior, on the ceiling, this is one little spot that's got a little mold on it. I'm not going to touch it. I made that mistake yesterday. But the ceiling really, the boat's clean. So the first project will be emptying the boat. I see some drip marks over there. So we certainly got a little bit of moisture getting in, probably at a deck penetration over there. Little drips on the paint right here. So definitely some rebedding. That looks like it's next to those chain plates. The sole is really solid. This is the head. 2 people could fit in here easily. If you needed to, you could cram 3 people in this thing. It's big. That situation will need to be figured out. I'm psyched. This is a really... Compared to my Laguna, this is a really big boat. Really pretty awesome. So that's where those hinges come through. Oh, just got to wonder if this somehow pops up like a Catalina pop top. But I don't see that this... Yeah, see, this is not popping up. I don't know what those hinges are all about. Coming out. This is the main sheet. Connection point. So normally there would be a traveler somewhere around here. Back of the boat. Maybe across the cockpit top or the, right here in the seating area. Or even up top on the deck. No traveler. And maybe it's because this is a water ballast boat and your center, your riding moment weight is higher. Maybe they don't want you to move the traveler. I don't know. I've got to do more reading about this boat. So let's get her closed up. I've got to get my butt in the shower and get going. Photographing a wedding today in Excelsior Springs. We're going to do some photos at the Elms. That'll be amazing. Don't know what this is for. These little 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a cleat there. That's, I can only guess, maybe you can bring the table from inside to out here and have a little table here. That'd be my only guess. Support a table. Yeah. So yesterday was a brutal day. It was exciting for sure, but I was nervous the entire way up, knowing I was hauling a boat back. And then seeing the boat in lesser condition than I kind of expected. It was certainly a big letdown not having sails on the boat. That's a huge expense, but I think we can probably track down some used sails that'll work for a few seasons. Got friends at the club. Vance has a Cat 25 that he is abandoning. Basically, he's cutting it up. The boat's rotten, and he's got some sails. He's got a rudder that I think might be able to be adapted to this boat. Looking at her slowly in the daylight, kind of going through her. This is a really well-made boat. The boat is solid. And Victoria was right yesterday when she said, Brian, we shouldn't leave this boat here. And because she would have just probably ended up sitting somewhere and rotting further. The exterior is beautiful. She's really in nice shape. And it's just going to be some elbow grease and some scrubbing, a little bleaching with the mold. And I think over time, putting a little money into this boat is a good investment. It was free. With the advent of putting $700 in tires and gas in the Jeep to get it here, but still, it was free. And we know there's no such thing as a free boat. They always come with expense. I'm happy. I'm happy we got it. I know it's a little weird with the water ballast and the swing keel, but you know what? All boats are a little weird. They all have their own quirks, and this is the kind of boat you take out and you enjoy and sail leisurely and camp out on and spend a whole weekend. And that's what I've been doing to the Laguna. This certainly has an enormous amount of space in it compared to the Laguna. So maybe this is something Susan wants me to flip that we can use, maybe share with Victoria. And that was a situation we talked about yesterday, that maybe it's a co-ownership between her and I. She's intimidated about having to launch it and stuff. But maybe if we could share the expense of a slip and maintenance, and I can do the work, it might be a good situation. So I'm thrilled. I have 3 boats. I learned to sail last year. Less than a year ago, I learned to sail, and now I have a fleet of boats. Never would have imagined it if you told me this time last year that I would have 3 boats. So I'm psyched. I'm thrilled. I can't wait to actually tear into this thing and get it cleaned up and go.
Hey, thanks for watching. And if you want to watch me tear through this boat and restore it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks.